looking back, I put everything I had into just doing the best I could to support the farm, and there wasn't any job that I wasn't willing or able to tackle. So I definitely took an approach of if it needed to be done, I jump right in full force and work to figure it out. And sometimes that includes, breaking a few things in the learning process and being okay with some mistakes along the way. I grew up with incredible farm women around me. My grandmother milked more cows than any other person on this farm, if not several of us combined. I also have an aunt that was driving the grain truck and taking care of the chickens and the feed and doing far more than just the book work. So I had an example between my grandmother, my aunt, a very strong female, and my stepmom as well, that I just have been raised with really incredible women that never for a second gave me the idea that I just couldn't do something. And I think that I'm just at a point where there's nothing that as a gender we can't accomplish. And the men in my life have been more than supportive and responsive and encouraging and all of that as well. I've seen such a change, I think, from the mindset from even just 20, 30 years ago into what could be today. I have 2 sons and a daughter, and when I think of the future of the farm, it's a potential for all 3 of them. So when talking with her, I call her my future dairy farmer, just like I call my boys. So we have somewhat of a different mindset, and that my boys especially definitely believe in equality. Raising a daughter on the farm is such a blessing. She provides such a caring and nurturing approach to the animals and to what she does. And I see a huge place here for her if someday she chooses to stay. When I was in high school, I had kind of talked to Dad several times and said, what's the next? How can we grow? Where do we go from here? And we had looked at kind of doing the adage, go big or go weird. That is a stolen quote from Bob Seiler, by the way, that I absolutely love. Because for a while there, we were really looking at adding to our herd, expanding our herd size. But we knew that we did have limitations here with water. And so that's what got us really thinking and moving towards a different avenue. When we started looking at selling our milk direct to consumer, we knew that we wanted to keep the quality as premium as possible. In doing so, we knew that we always took our milk home in a glass pickle jar, and it just preserved the flavor, kept longer, and it was just oh so crisp and delicious. So glass was kind of a no-brainer for us. It also gave us a competitive advantage in marketing against other products that were out on the market. If I was to boil down my legacy, it would be contributing to a family business, providing opportunities for future generations, and continuing the dairy tradition that we have on our farm. So dairy farming with 120 cows has to look different now. And this is how we've chosen to do that so that we can continue to dairy. And that would be the legacy I'd hope, is that we can continue in this industry, continue in this business, and hopefully make a living in the process.